Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joyous Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachael Coon and today is our Fun Fold Friday. We are almost at the tail end of celebration, so I'm using two of our celebration items to share with you to make the Fun Fold card today. Go and hold while I flip and we'll get started. Alright, let me just shimmy this over a little bit. Welcome, welcome if you're a first-time watcher. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and like this video so you can see my future fun folds at least 4 times a month. So welcome, welcome. Also, if you are watching the first time, you might not know that I love seeing your comments. So please comment, and one lucky watcher who comments between now and midnight, I will draw their name out of a hat and they can win the card that we'll be making in our video today. So please comment, and I love hearing from you. Like I said, celebration is coming to an end soon. It is February 17th and it ends in less than 10 days. On February 28th is the last day. So if you are loving some of these celebration items, be sure to order using my hostess code for February before the 28th. I appreciate all orders, big and small, but I want to let you know that that's how I can continue sharing with you guys, is through your Stampin' Up orders from my online store. I need those to shop, people to shop there, so that way I can continue sharing. So please shop away and just use that hostess code and I'll send you some extra happy mail. All right, let's go ahead and show you the stamp set. It's called Thanks a Bunch. And it was one of those I first saw for the celebration reveal that I was like, oh my goodness, I never knew how much I love carrots. But there was something about this like earthy card with all of its fabulous sayings that I just couldn't get enough of. However, I've been so busy that I haven't been able to make any card until now. So I'm excited to share this one with you. This one was actually inspired by a friend. Let me show you her card so you can see them side by side. And I'll show you just how I made it into a fun fold. All right, so this is my friend Cindy Hafner, and this is mine. You can tell the difference just slightly just looking at it. I think my carrots are a little bit more darker, maybe, and I'm using a different piece of DSP right there. But the big difference is the inside. So hers is just opens up, so it's a regular card, which I love and will mass produce. But then I wanted to add this one to be a little bit more fun, so we went ahead and opened this one. You see this beautiful panel of designer series paper, and then we open it again, and then we see our cute little carrots in the inside as well. So this just gives you a little bit more surface area to write a fun message, and we're using up that designer series paper. So it's kind of a fun surprise in the inside as it opens up twice. All right, let's go ahead and grab these pieces and we can start stamping. I'm using Mango Melody as my card base, and you will find all of my list of supplies and measurements over on my blog, so that way if you want to make this card, I make it easy for you, and all you have to do is shop from that list and then use those measurements. All right, so I've done a little bit of stamping ahead of time, but I want to show you some major stamping items for this one. So we have our basic white, that will be our inside. We'll do some stamping inside of here. We have our basic white cut out the deckled rectangle dies, which is one of my favorites. And then we also have this little piece of 4 by 1/2 for our bannering right here, which is super fun. So let me get this all in. And I did a little pre-stamping with our carrots for our front, and we'll fussy cut those out in just a minute. All right, I think those are all of our stamping pieces, so let me get them ready, and let's do our Thanks a Bunch first. So I'm gonna grab actually my foam mat to make it easier. We'll put our pieces in here instead. So the colors I'm using of ink are the Granny Apple Green and the Pumpkin Pie, which is a darker shade of that Mango Melody. You could use Mango Melody if that's the only ink color you have. I just wanted my carrots to be a little bit more richer and a little bit more of a dark color versus that light that Mango Melody provides. Okay, but we are using our Granny Apple Green first. And we're going to stamp our thanks and then a bunch. It's two separate. So it's nice because then if you don't want to have thanks a bunch, you could just have thanks. Or you could just have a bunch. It's up to you. And it makes it a lot easier. So we're going to just do a couple taps here. And for this one, we want to leave some space on both ends, but mostly on that left end. So start pretty far to, sorry, that right end. Go pretty far to the left. Like that. There we go. Oh, it stuck to me, but it came off clean. So that's always nice. That nice skinny thanks. And then let's grab our a bunch. Ink that up. And then you just want to line it up so it looks like it's one phrase. Press down. Cute, cute. Okay, that one's done. Let's grab, I'm going to set this ink aside and we're going to get ready to do our carrots on this one using our pumpkin pie. For these carrots, there are two-step stamping. So we have a solid carrot image here. And then we have a extra detail for our carrot there. You know when you see carrots that haven't been peeled, they kind of have that lines there. That's what that's creating. For this one, we're going to go ahead and ink it up the solid one first. And we're going to go about centered, but a little bit to the tilt. Carrots don't hang straight, so we don't want these to be perfectly straight. Press that down, lift up. Looks great. Go ahead and do our next one. We're going to overlap some of our corners just a little bit to where the heads of the carrots meet. Another one going that way. Our last one is bunching over here to the left. Awesome. Grab that extra detail and we're going to get that inked up and line it up. And what I like to do is line up the bottom and that curve at the top on the right side of this carrot here. Press down, and I'm just inking the exact same color. Because we're going same color on same color, it's just looking a little bit darker. It's not too overbearing. You could totally use a different color if you wanted to. And that one I wiggled too much, so it's not in the place I want it to be, but it'll still work. We can get away with it. Let me keep still and hover. Make sure it's right where I want it to be. That one should turn out better. Yeah, that looks better. All right. Then while we're here, let's go ahead and grab our base of white for the inside and grab our cute little cluster of mini carrots. So these carrots are all together. You only have to do one stamping for this one. And oh, make sure you get it full inked, nice. And come over here to the bottom right. You want to give yourself some top space because we're going to grab our little cute top of the carrots for this one. We'll grab our granny apple back in. Ink that one up. And stamp. Cute, cute. This would make really cute Easter cards, especially if you have the plain in the rain stamp set. That would be super, super cute to have that little bunny with some carrots. So you want to think about that. Easter's not too far away. For this guy, this is the bunch top for the top of the carrots here, but it's a little too long. So let me line it up and you'll be like, wait a minute, we can't see anything. You're right. So what we're going to do is not stamp or ink it up the whole way. So we're going to go on the edge stamping. I'm going to go right here to where I want it to be. Just a little bit of stem, not much. And just go up and down, pretty straight. And then we can go ahead and add it to our carrots here. Go at an angle, don't have it be straight. Remember, carrots are not meant to be straight. They're kind of more floppy when you hold them. At least when you hold them by like the stems, right? Okay, I'll go right here with this one. Super cute. Again, I'm just stamping on the edge of my ink pad. I was going to get clever and do all this type of masking because I was looking at my friend's card. I'm like, how does she do that? And then I was like, oh, just don't ink up the whole stamp. That made it easy. All right, is that all of my stamping? I think it is. I think that's it. So we'll close up our inks so that way we don't accidentally put paper in there and make a big mess. Oh, Christine says she's super cute card. I got this set, but I have not used it yet. I know. This was like one of my favorites when I first saw it, and I am just barely stamping with it. So I understand that not getting to it right away. All right, let's do some assembling. So we have our DSP strip here, and we have our basic white, and this is for our inside, I think. Oh, and this guy here. So this is 2 by 5.5. That'll be on our card base. Let's go ahead and put that on right now. So I have it scored, so you can lightly fold it, but then you do need a bone folder or something heavy to help crease that score line. Okay, let's grab our liquid glue. Flip this over. You'll notice that this paper is the same paper as our inside DSP. So it's one sheet, which I always like doing, using the flip side on the same card. Oh, and this multi-purpose liquid glue is almost out. It's okay. I always keep 2 on my desk. Let's see if the other one's out too. I'm going to throw this one away just because I know I'll grab it later and be sad that I didn't throw it away when I knew it was gone. All right, let's see. Okay, enough in this one. There we go. And we'll flip it over. This is that Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. It is also a celebration item. The carrots are free with a $50 order. This paper comes with 48 sheets of double-sided DSP, and it is actually free with a $100 order. So you spend a little bit more, but you get a lot more from it as well. So liquid glue on the back of our carrots. I like to have it about center on our DSP and then coming over onto our card base as well though. So creating kind of little borders here. For this guy, we need to do a little bit of snipping with our paper on this far left side. So I'm going to hold the corner here. I'm going to go from this corner and just make an angled cut. While we're there, let's go ahead and do it to our Thanks a Bunch. This time we're going to do it on both ends. And we're going to go from this corner, top right, sorry, to about 1/2 inch in. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to use our bottom left corner to about 1/2 inch in. There we go. Pretty easy there. Let's go ahead and grab our paper snips while we're at here and get our cute little embellishment, which is the cluster of carrots. My friend, she went really close to the carrots, Cindy did. And then for mine, I realized I would just kind of did an outline of it. It's up to you how close you want to fussy cut. I do recommend rounding the tops of our, of the green here. And so it's not so pointy. But then my carrots, since it's that triangle shape, I left those really pointy and not rounded. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to cut off that excess and then do some V cutting here, or mountain cutting. There we go. Should have been able to get it. Let's see if it'll pull off for me. There, nice. And one more. So yeah, this time I'm going a lot closer than I did with my first card. I think it looks way cute. These cute little carrots. This would also go really good with another celebration item, the Day at the Farm DSP. That whole harvest look it has. All right, so there's 2 sides of this paper. I am loving this green. We're going to put some liquid glue on the back. And then we're going to have it go even to our edge of our card base and go about halfway across our carrots. We want to make sure we can see those tops really well and those bottoms, and smooth it out. Let's grab our Thanks a Bunch, flip it over, grab your dimensionals. I put at least 3 on this one. Remove the backing. Okay, for this one, we're going to try to line it up so it shadows this DSP right here. And I actually have it so it's flush on the bottom. So right up that edge, to there. And it's okay if it goes over just a little bit there. Totally okay. Grab our cute little carrots. Grab a dimensional. I'm actually going to use a cut off piece because it's a little bit smaller from an edge of a dimensional sheet. And then we'll stick that right there about in the center. Flip it over and add it to our label there. Super cute, right? So that's the front. You could stop there if you wanted to. And you can even have a small piece of basic white and have it just the inside, and that totally works. But if you want to use up some of that designer series paper and just have another extra wow to your card, grab that DSP, which is the whole front of this basic white. It's the 4 by 5 1/4. Line that up right there. Go. Flip it over. Add the liquid glue to the back. Open up our card and attach. Make sure we have borders on all 4 sides for this one. Move it around as needed. And there we go. We have a super fun and bright inside now that we've just had added by putting that DSP on an extra inside card base, we'll say. And we have our cute little carrots in the inside. I hope you guys have learned how to stamp with this stamp set a little bit and now are really thinking that it is also adorable and add it to your list before celebration is over. I do want to let you know that a celebration item has ran out. It was I think the Dainty Designs. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, here's our celebration flyer. Let me find the page that had the DSP that, oh, here it is. Dainty Flowers. I was so close. That one is sold out. So I'm telling you this, not so that you're sad, but that you know that we're at the tail end of celebration and things will be selling out as sales keep on coming in. So be sure to not wait till February 28th, even though that's how long you have. And be sure to grab some celebration items before the end. If you already have all of these celebration items, don't worry, there's more to celebrate, and they're added a list of things that are in the annual catalog or even in the mini catalog that you can get for free with a $50 or $100 order. All right, you guys, I hope you had a great time learning how to make these Thanks a Bunch card. I think I'll be sending these out to my customers for this month and show them this really cool fun fold. All right, you guys, happy stamping. Goodbye.